Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Property Wealth Decoded. I'm going to share a little bit more about whether on the question that everybody has on their mind, should I buy now or should I wait to buy? I believe that there are two schools of thoughts, whether to buy now or to wait. If you're in a market looking to buy something for a homestay, I believe that you should be driven by the opportunities that present itself. If you are looking for a landed property, if the opportunity presents itself, because stock is rare, it doesn't come out as often. If you find something that you think that it's good and you want to consider to buy that, you should go and have a look. And of course, if the price point is manageable or reasonable, I think you should have a go at it because it doesn't present itself all the time. So in the landed segment, I believe you should always be on the lookout. And if budget is holding you back, once again, I believe that you should look at something that's leasehold. Why? Because leasehold properties for landed are less sought after, but yet at the same time, it plays its part and it's used in today's market whereby you have a structure there and you have enough rooms that you can use. So given the future properties will be smaller in sizes, I think even if a landed is leasehold, there will still be its own group of fans who are practical and need that space, and therefore it is still a good product to consider. If you're in the market looking for landed and tenure, it's a non-negotiable for you, it must be freehold, then I believe that perhaps if you are looking at a lifestyle of a landed, a cluster could play a better role for you. You should look at clusters, and I think these are found around District 19. You can find quite a number of them. Just as an example, that you can still have a landed living and you can still look for it as a replacement product for buying landed. And I think that landed, the volume and the price points will remain relatively flat for the year. I think some of the buyers that have sold have replaced and bought something already. And if you are also out in the market looking to buy something, and if that unit happens to be tenanted, then perhaps I think you should consider to buy it with the tenancy. Because if you don't consider buying with the tenancy and then say leasing it yourself, that opportunity will come and it will go again and you will be left wanting. You cannot find another unit as well. So on the flip side, if you are looking at buying a condominium, and if size is what you are gunning for, you could perhaps focus a little bit more on those that are freehold as well, because the older ones that are prime, that are in freehold, the prices are still relatively reasonable. I feel that there's still much room for growth, because if you look at the outside region, outside core and the rest of core, prices have been moving in double digits in percentage growth. I think within the core segment, there is still a lot of opportunities that present itself, but once again, these units would have rentals that are locked up, meaning if you're buying from own use, you may have to live with the fact that you have to wait out for that tenancy to end before you can move in. But that being said, the opportunities are available. Now on the new launch segments, I would also say that the core would still present a lot of opportunities, because at $2,000+ per square foot, there are still a plenty of freehold brand new in core region. On the exterior, on the rest of core region, I think some of the price points that are being touted at $2,000+ per square foot, I think if they happen to be just around the fringe of the core, those are you should consider. But I think further out, if you're talking about other districts that are challenging new price points, like for example District 20, if you're looking at Ang Mo Kio and the price points are like $2,000+ per square foot, I believe that they are going to be challenging to beat itself in future. There will be people who will consider alternatives around that area rather than buying in to these price points, unless they have a very, very long perspective or long outlook towards holding the property. If I may say, for myself, if I were to look at 2022 second half, I think I will probably focus a little bit more on the resale segment if you're looking at something freehold, if you're looking for size. But if you're looking for investment wise, if you're not in a rush to own the unit, you can look at core, freehold, albeit size will be a bit smaller, but I think in today's terms for construction costs going up, the replacement cost in future to buy something that is gonna be brand new would be more expensive. So rather you do it now than later. If you have any questions in regard to how 2022 is going to be, I'm going to do another video of which I will recap my predictions that I made in December last year in regard to the year's movements, and we will look back and see if those predictions are accurate, and I'm going to make another round of recap to see those predictions, and I will make new ones for the second half of 2022. Catch you around again on the channel. See you. Bye.